Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to my channel. This is See Like Sheba, and I, of course, am your host, Sheba. How are you liking this set of jewelry? Okay, we have this awesome snake choker again, and these like really cool scorpion earrings. Ooh, yeah, we're trying them on. We're trying it out. I think it looks great. I love it. This necklace choker is supposed to like shape to my neck as I wear it. And I put it on today and I was like, oh, how come it's still not conformed to my neck? I've worn it for like 20 minutes total. And I'm like, oh, come on. Haven't you taken the shape yet? I know there's probably a metaphor in that, which I'll explore later. But today we're here to talk about how free are you? How free are you really? Yeah, my friend, Unique, came over and we hung out, and she's a travel agent actually. And, long story short, now we're going to Mexico, in October for a couple of days, me and Billy and Unique and, some people we don't know. And yeah, well, all inclusive. And, I love Mexico. I haven't been in almost 10 years. So I want to see what's up. That's not true. That's not true. I went to Mexico maybe 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years. But first time I've been, man, as this iteration of me, who I feel like, I'm like, ever since October 7th, 2023, I'm just like, on my spiritual path. I just, the veil is removed from my eyes and I just like, I'll see what's up. Okay. The phrase I want to use is, I know the price of tea in China, but I feel like it's probably got some weird racist Orientalist origins, so I don't want to use it, but you get what I'm saying. All right. Anyway, yeah, so my friend had, mentioned like that she was going to be going to Mexico, and she didn't like know the people like super well, so she didn't know. And I was like, like maybe we should go to Mexico. Yeah. And just decided. I love that. I love that I have the ability to do that. Now that I don't work a matrix job, my job is to, be myself and, embody and actualize my vision board. And travel is on it. Following my inner compass is on it. So I was like, yeah, I think this is perfect. My friend, the travel agent, has this like awesome trip. I looked and checked the price for flights. Super cheap, I think, for a wealthy woman, of course. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, perfect. So anyway, we're doing that. Love that. I think at the end of the week, I want to go to New York, visit my BFF Kendra, and yeah, just see what's up. Haven't been to New York in over a year, and so that would be really fun. And I also want to go visit my friend Jessa in California. I love it. I'm probably going to do all that. Well, I'm definitely going to do 2 of those things, in the next month. But I imagine, yeah, in the next, the rest of the year, I'm probably going to do all of those trips and maybe one more. I love it. Oh, my ancestors are so proud of me, and they're so like healed by my ability to move freely, to do what I want freely. Yeah, without really anything being an object except, if I don't want to do it. I love it. So, okay. I was talking with my therapist the other day, and, she had said something about like, the measure of like how like how free you are is how you spend your mornings and how you spend your weekends, or like how you approach your mornings and how you approach your weekends. How true does that ring for you? Does that resonate at all? I myself, someone who values my own freedom and freedom, of other people, but like, primarily my own. Yeah, I think it really is true. Like, you can tell how free you are by how your mornings are and how your weekends are, how you spend your mornings, how you spend your weekends. So for myself, I wake up without an alarm. So just whenever I want to wake up. And it's so funny. Last night, like as I was like falling asleep, I was kind of like ruminating on the next day. But like my rumination was like I was thinking about, we had these like we got empanadas yesterday, and like they were like really big, and we got several of them, and so we had two more, a savory one and a sweet one. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, ooh, I hope those are gonna like reheat in the air fryer well, like especially the sweet one. It's like covered in this caramel sauce. I was like, I don't know if that's gonna like keep. And I was like thinking about it, and I was like, I wonder how I can. Then I was like, what am I doing? This is like a ridiculous problem, challenge thing to be like thinking about. And it's almost like I'm used to like worrying on a Sunday night. And so my brain is like looking for something to kind of worry about. And what it chose was like, how am I going to reheat my empanada so that it's sufficiently crispy in the morning without sacrificing, moistness. So anyway, I was able to be like, wow, oh my God, I have an amazing life. I'm living a dream life where my, anxiety is about like, a really silly, not really a thing. And it actually helped me be like, okay, who cares? I'm going to figure it out. And actually, I didn't even figure it out. Billy reheated the empanadas beautifully, I might add, if he watches this. But anyway, wake up without an alarm, looking forward to some delicious empanadas. I messaged my friend Asma, who, as we know, is in Gaza, surviving an extermination camp. Love her. Bless her. Get it, bitch. Love that for her. And yeah, so just check on her, chatted a little bit. Oh, today we actually got a gas dryer installed. So I didn't actually set an alarm, but I just woke up naturally, with plenty of time for the people to come to set up our dryer. And we have like a car that, doesn't work, and they wanted to like buy our car too. So easy, so great. And Billy had made coffee, made me a cup, and I had that, got high. Yeah, like looked at some stuff on YouTube, I think, and like just chilled. So fun. Like, so that's a very typical Monday for me. That's like kind of a busier Monday than usual, if I'm honest, like with the, gas dryer coming and stuff. That's a little bit. Okay, so not only did I get the gas dryer, I also, paid for the Mexico trip, booked the tickets for that, and I sent some donations to different people in Palestine. And that was pretty much my day, babes. That was my day. The rest of the day, I just gave myself some self-love in all the ways. Don't be gross, but it was in that way. So, but that's what you can do. And so that's what my Mondays look like. That's what my mornings look like. And I remember, before I quit my Matrix job, for months before, I was like, let me get used to what it feels like to have spacious, leisurely days, to have slow mornings. So even when I had a job, I would like barely do it. I would, like go to sleep until like the very last minute, and then I would like sign in to my computer, and I would like put something on the computer so it looked like I was there, and then I would go back to sleep. I was like, y'all not going to trick me into working hard. I know this job is easy and stupid and made up. So I'm not going to like, oh, I got an alarm. Oh, I'm late for work. Like, that's like not even real. But, I was intentional about like not embodying that. So yeah. So when I finally quit my job, it was great because I was like, wow, I've been practicing for this. I've been practicing for how to be like a wealthy, soft life goddess. And so now it's like super easy, wake up without an alarm and just really follow my inner compass, follow my pleasure, what brings me joy, what brings me, fullness and alignment. I did an episode about it yesterday. Only like 5 people watched it, but that's because it's super like high level and very like, it's gonna like liberate people when we like really understand that like pleasure is a compass and ease are the guardrails. So go back and watch that one. So good. I'm from the US. Hello. Hi. Give me a subscribe. Give me a like if you like this. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, those are what my mornings are like. Very slow, very leisurely, and I think it's really important to incorporate that into your life. Another thing I did when I was working that like was helping me get to this point where it's second nature to just be chill and have slow, free days. When people would like call, even if it was people from work, I would miss the call. And I wouldn't like jump out of bed if I was in bed, which I usually was. Or if I was outside or something, I wouldn't be like, oh, I got to get back to my desk. They would call. I would miss the call. They would maybe send me an email. And like, when I finally got back, I would be like, oh my God, I don't know what happened. I was totally here, but who knows, computers. And you know what they did? Okay. And it was perfect because it reinforced to me, I don't need to rush. I don't need to, I don't need to do all that. That's made up. So another way, how you can tell how free you are is how you approach your weekends. A lot of us, have a job where we work during the week and then the weekends, that's the time we have off. And so it's not a lot of time. It's a really raw deal that we've been taught to just accept and be like grateful for. But yeah, it's like totally not enough. But a lot of us, will spend it sleeping or like, kind of like checking out almost. Like numbing ourselves and kind of like escaping so that we, get the most of our time off before we have to go back to work, go back to doing the thing that we hate, And also when I was working, yeah, like the weekends, I mean, I have a kind of different I had a different setup anyway, but, like that's when you can do a lot of your errands and, medical appointments, I guess, and stuff like that. And it's just so much to like fit in. And like, I'm child free, so I don't even have to like worry about seeing, and spending time with like my children, and a lot of people have to like fit that in too, to like 2 days to like, what's it like 16 hours total? It's like not that long. And yeah, that's not free. It's not free. And now that like every day is a weekend for me because I always have more than enough money. I always have more than enough resources. I I always have more than enough support. Every day's the weekend. So I don't spend like Saturday and Sunday. I'm not necessarily like, sleeping more often than I do. I would say, if anything, I sleep more during the week, the weekdays. And so I just like have so much time. It's awesome. And like, so because I have so much time, I of course have the experience of like, oh, am I supposed to be doing something? I should be doing something. I shouldn't be just laying here. But then I'm like, wait a minute. I'm living the life that my ancestors couldn't. Certainly not my female ancestors. And so like they couldn't just like wake up without an alarm and lay in their bed and still have all their needs met. They couldn't just like, go travel, go to Mexico because they want some delicious tacos, And it's easy for me. So I know I'm supposed to like experience that. My ancestors could not just like chill in a bathtub for hours every day. So I do it for them. Listen, kid. This is my show, all right? It's called See Like Sheba. So if I'm like talking and like not reading the comments, consider it's because it's my fucking show and I do whatever I want. So if you're a man, you should be addressing me as my queen, your highness, something along that line. Goddess, maybe. And you should only be speaking to me with like grace and deference. Yeah. Yeah, because this is all made up and, I'm very free and I could turn off the comments if I wanted to get Billy to do that. But I don't want to have to do that. So just be cool in the comments, okay? But yeah. Anyway, I think a lot of times the weekends can feel really rushed because it's like, oh, it's not a lot of time to do the living that really like, we're here to be humans. We're here to, live. But instead we're like, no, we're going to fit that into like 2 days that, are bookended by like a stressful week. Like, ooh, that's so stressful. So stressful. But I hope y'all had a good weekend. How was y'all's weekend? Mine was real fun. Empanadas. Booked a trip to Mexico. Got to sleep a lot. Got to hang out with my best friend. It's just really great. Spent a lot of money on like the people. And it's just been great. So I love it. Oh, I think someone in the comment is trying to like tell me that I have to do something. And I don't, babe. But what? You guys are lucky to you guys are lucky to get to witness my barely coherent ramblings. You guys are going to be looking back on this in, a couple of years, like studying it and being like, oh, damn, that bitch was knowing. She always been right. Damn. We just didn't know. So maybe cool it. Okay. Yeesh. You give him face, you give him wisdom, you give him ambiance, and still it's not enough. My God. Just, So, anyway, I was also going to say, what was I going to say? Okay, so this week, and I feel like always, I feel like the universe has a way of showing you, where you're still not free. I told you when I went to that wedding, I had rolled a bunch of joints to smoke, and when we got there, we lost the joints. And I was like, fuck. But then I was like, you know what? I guess the divine source, the universe, is trying to show me where I'm still not free, where I still feel like I have to control things, where I still feel like I need this thing to feel safe, to feel comfortable, to feel at ease, when I don't really. And so I was really grateful to Source for, giving me this opportunity to be like, you're kind of attached to weed. Weed's got a little bit of a hold on you. It's a little bit of your safety blanket sometimes. And so lots of times where you're feeling stressed during the week, where you're feeling out of or a little bit really disappointed, that's the universe showing you where you're still not free. Things that still have a hold on you. Your mood altering drug. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, a psychotropic substance. It can also be a relationship. It can be an environment that alters your mood negatively if you don't have the thing, or if you do have the thing. So yeah, keep a lookout for that this week. The places where Source is trying to show you that you're still not free. Maybe it's your job, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's an environment, maybe it's a habit, maybe it's a practice or something that you do. Maybe it's a way of responding. Yeah. So keep your morning slow. Oh, I just saw a mouse. It's okay. It's all right. We're all part of nature. We're all in an ecosystem. Anyway. All right. Well, hope you guys have a great day, rest of the evening, wherever you are. And yeah, if you made it this far, what was I talking about? Freedom, mornings. I don't know. Is there give me a sun emoji if you made it this far in the episode. And yeah, if this resonated, if this is your first time seeing me, hey, I'm Sheba. And oh my gosh, this one person is having very polarizing experiences with me. You need to interact with your audiences. You channel, go big queen. Also, no way. Wow. See, no matter what you do, you're always going to have a critic. The critic might even be the same person. You can't get too attached. You got to free yourself from other people's desires for you. You don't have to go to every party you're invited to. Just because people want you to do something doesn't mean you have to do it. In fact, I'm big on quality over quantity. So while I do want, to get 1,111 subscribers by 2025, I'm also not everyone come. This is for everyone. It's really not. It's for an elite special group of brilliant people who are, in their spiritual bag and are about reality creating and creating a awesome world. So I think sometimes we're a better world. I don't need just a better world, because literally a bag of rats on a stepladder would be a better world than what we have now. So I'm looking for the people who are trying to create a utopia, really trying to understand our powers as a species, as a collective, and just figuring this stuff out. Anyway, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, donate. And is that it? I think that's it. It's kind of a long one. My bad. I was just rambling. I'm just so brilliant and I'm just so pretty. I just can't. Can you blame me? Oh. Okay. Anyway, bring your forehead up to the screen. I love you. And this is all made up. So, yeah, definitely keep an eye out for, the areas of your life where you're still not free. And what are you going to do about that, babe? Yeah, anyway. All right. I think that's it. I think I said all the, like, comment, that. All right. Adieu. Buenas noches. Yeah. Salam, my loves. And yalla bye.